Carver Center means to me, or what it meant to me as I came up in the 50s and the 60s. Those are my years at Carver. And I have very good memories of Carver Center, where I got my start in music. They're just memories that I will never forget. They molded my my upbringing in the music. That's where I got my start. And so Carver means so much to me. I don't know what else to say about it.
I remember growing up there on 3rd Street, going to Carver, Miss Whitaker doing the plays. We had basketball, there were Easter and Christmas when you had candy. It was a meeting place. It was a place where we all felt like we were family. We all felt wanted. There was no color barrier. It was just a second home to me, my brothers, and a lot of the people that I know.
A lot of fond memories of the Carver, because that was one of the few places we had to gather in the evening and even in the summer. And when I was going to Carver, Mr. Harper was the director. Miss Whitaker was part of Carver. Did a lot of the talent shows and things like that. And I was really in that time frame where Richard Pryor, Matthew Clark, all of them entertained us on stage. When we were there was no gym, but there was a lot of entertainment, ping pong and pool, and the Boy Scouts. I was in the Boy Scouts at Carver under Mr. Campbell. And just a lot of fun memories and good times.
Hi, my name is Brittany and I'm 19 and I graduated from high school thanks to the GAP program. If it wasn't for them helping me with my 2 kids, I wouldn't know where I would be.
I was certainly a Carver Center kid. I remember Carver Center first going to Vacation Bible School. My sisters and I could only go to Carver Center if there was an event. We couldn't hang out like a lot of the kids did. Dad, I remember, used to give style shows when he had time, and he would always make them very diverse. And he would have the mayor and people like that to come, and Jim Maloof was the mayor, and he used to sing at the style shows at that time.
Carver Center meant a lot to young people. Now, I didn't get to go to Carver Center like I wanted to. Eventually, I talked my mom into allowing me to participate in dance lessons there. And that was good. We had recitals once a year, and we also took a bus and went to the state fair, and we performed there every year. So, and I remember doing that about 3 years. And all I can tell you is Carver was the place to go, and everybody wanted to be there. It was nice.
Carver Center has been very instrumental in my life as a child growing up. In fact, even though I managed Proctor Center and I lived 2 blocks from Proctor Center, as a child, my grandparents lived on Sheridan Road, and so their house Carver Center was just behind their house. And we used to go there, go outside the back door and go swimming, play basketball, play on the playground equipment. That used to be a staple in our lives. However, one thing that really stands out to me is the summer camp. Summer camp was so fun at Carver Center. One thing that I remember vividly is Ernestine Rose. Ernestine Rose, who's actually famous today, was a Bradley student, and she came down and choreographed a dance with us by Stevie Wonder's song, I Wish. And she introduced us to African dance, modern dance, and ballet. And I really feel that being at Carver Center as a child, I was able to look at people of color and know that I could probably be like them growing up.
I was involved with Carver Center. One of the activities was involvement with the choir when I was in high school. Also would come here for other activities that were going on that would for youth. And we went on a trip to Michigan with the Carver Center. They had 2 basketball teams that went up there, and had quite a connection with not only the Harper family, but also the Carver community family. And later on, I was involved with other activities that involved Carver Center as well. So it was a blessing for me to be able to come to an environment where you could be safe and be involved in activities.
I was raised at the Carver Center. There was a whole bunch of us, but we all lived right there on Smith Street. And everything that was happened at the Carver Center. Anything that happened that involved Peoria, whether it was on a big scale or a small scale, the Carver Center was a part of. Carver Community Center. So that's everybody. I'm not just talking to the Afro-American community. It's for everybody. All nationalities. When we were going, that's what we did. We come to the Carver Center, we had dances, we had piano lessons, we had drama lessons. That's where Richard Pryor got his start.
At Carver, I remember Miss Whitaker teaching me how to play chess. That's when it was there was an upstairs pool room, and Miss Washington was trying to teach me how to play the piano. I remember Miss Whitaker teaching. She had a bunch of boys around her usually. She taught them how to play chess, but she taught me. And one day she was just really distracted. She wasn't paying attention to the game. She gave me no respect, and I won. Anyway, I told everybody. I always remember floating down the stairs with my braids flying, telling everybody I beat Miss Whitaker, because I was so happy, but it never happened again. I enjoyed my time at Carver. I worked here also. I worked here for 15 years with Mrs. Irma Davis. 100 years is a long, long time. I'm glad that we're still here in the Black community and still working with our children. I'm proud of that.
Spent half my life in the south suburbs of Chicago and half my life in Peoria. So the first time I ever went to Carver Center, I want to say I was about 15 years old. I just went to go play basketball with a few friends. And when I got into that area, like, I don't know, it felt different. You know what I mean? There was kind of but it was a good different. It was kind of like a presence around the area. You can feel that presence. You can feel that energy in the Carver Center. I mean, as of right now, I still feel it. I'm part of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, and we have the majority of our meetings in the Carver Center. You can feel that also. The Carver Center it's not only a great place, but it's a very prominent place for people that look like me.
When you're a kid and you have a place that you look forward to going to, like when school got out, you don't think of it in terms of a safe place, but you look at it as a place where I can meet my friends, look at it as a place where I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna learn how to play chess, checkers, any game that you can think of. I'm gonna learn how to present myself, whether it be from being in a play or in a group discussion. This place brought together this immediate neighborhood, and the attitude was like, although your name may be Stinson, Jones, Polk, Williams, whatever, but when it came to being a Carver